Alright, we are here live taking on the Losers Bracket Round 1 in Diamond Division, Cycle 7, REXXARS versus Fresh. And got Shorkan once again, because apparently he's decided to be the next Stu, and just cast every day, right? That's what's happening now, right?
Is that a problem? Is that a
No!
problem,
I'm
Quincy?
I'm trying to force you to say yes to that question so that somebody will cast with me all the time.
Yeah.
Because people don't do that
Well,
enough.
I mean, it's just I can't watch when you're just sitting there
Yeah,
alone
it's sad, isn't it?
casting. It's like it's not that I'm gonna say that it's sad for both you and the viewers. Like
Hey,
I don't think it's sad that you're doing it because I really appreciate that you're doing it.
hey,
No, I'm feeling sad for you. I'm being like,
hey.
I guess, empathetic, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you probably could have said all that without saying it's also sad for the viewers. All right, just saying. All
Oh,
right. I'm
right,
done. All
sure.
right, this done. Let's go. You want to do this?
That's lunch, everybody.
Apparently it's game. Arlong calling GG's because Hellborn first pick. Okay, that's god damn it, Pharaoh. Okay, it's not REXXARS picking for this time, but still. You think we can get
What is
Yellow
that?
Train on for an interview? How about the Pharaoh pick? That's
Well,
up. Is
I'm
it finally
really
converted right?
curious.
Jesus Christ, that was
Well,
it.
maybe it's because they're so afraid of Yolo Train's previous Pharaoh, because, I mean,
That's
he did play it.
He did play it. He definitely did play it. I can
Not sure
confirm.
if it was very good or anything,
It was a
but you
thing.
know, it was a thing, truly,
I had to
a thing.
reconvert that thing. Apparently it didn't work. God damn it. So, I'll have to
And
try
what's
and re
interesting, though, is that Serenia is drafting instead of Labyrinth. So not only did he move
That's...
team, like, did they change, like, they were just like, oh, well,
He's been
time
drafting for
to,
this whole thing.
yeah.
Apparently that was their decision. It was not... Uh, like, it's not like Labyrinth was drafting before, I don't think.
No, Labyrinth was drafting before.
Not in their series against Willowkeeper.
Oh, not in the series. No, 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 no. But I mean, like, just in general, Labyrinth drafted before, and he kind of got emasculated here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he drafted for Dawn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's true.
But that's what I mean. Like,
Well,
new guy joins the team and immediately emasculated. I don't know.
it worked for PI.
Did it?
Yeah. Well, that's what you did.
I mean, that was after a long time, though. Because Slaske was still drafting at the start, and then only later Snowy started drafting. So there was a cycle or something in between.
And then you were drafting, and
Yeah.
Ceratops. Did Ceratops ever
So
draft
it's
for
just,
you guys?
oh,
No.
no, 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 he didn't.
You guys gotta. You should just put. Actually, no. Teltec was drafting for superheroes, so
Yeah, yeah.
you've
But
literally
that
had
was,
5 drafters in your team. Just
yeah,
stop. Can you be like all captains? Can you do that?
dude, I would love to.
You all pick your own hero.
Like, that would be so incredible.
I don't know. Okay, this is going in about 4 different directions at once. So let's try to focus on the game for like half a second. Kraken and Ophelia, first 2 bans for Rocky Balboa, Soapblade and Doctor, get taken out by Serenia on the
Why isn't
fresh
Magnus
side.
picked?
It's a good question.
Can you bring up the stats about Magnus, please?
He is the most picked hero in HoN Tour by far. It's
There
not
you
even
go.
all that close. 147 odds. I know it was 146 last time I checked, and Rhapsody I think was second place at 116,
Well, what's the win percentage of Magnus?
like 50.7%. It's
Bad teams
it's
also can play Magnus,
Yes, they
apparently.
can. That's well, when you're getting picked 146 times, you're getting picked by everybody. So your winning percentage is going to
Yeah.
be right around 50%. There's no Actually, if you look at the top 10 heroes, there's only like 2 of them that have a winning percentage outside the 45 to 55% range, which is pretty typical because everybody's picking them. But it's decent balance on those. Like, it's not like one
Yeah,
hero is so broken that every single time that gets picked it wins, or even a significant amount of the time. It's not
Cthulhu
bad.
fun.
Yeah, but then people just ban it.
True.
That's why Cthulhu gets banned. And actually, his win percentage isn't that high. It's somewhere in like the mid 60s, which is good, but it's not. There's other heroes that are up there with him too. Like I mean, Switchblade's pretty close, stuff like that, which also gets banned. But anyway, First three picks for Legion will be Parasite, Bubbles, and Torture. Hellborn going to start out with Pharaoh, Rhapsody, and Tempest, so some pretty solid team fight, and really good initiation there from the Hellborn side. Legion much more gank-oriented, and probably looking at a short lane carry here to pair with that Torture. So, second stage of bans, Malik and Solstice, Clanks, Balboa, taking out a whole bunch of heroes that would be pretty good on his team, for some reason. And the Hellborn are going to do the same thing. Dark Lady, Silhouette, and Puppet Master get banned out, so carry options, not too many. And actually, Magma's going to make it all the way through to the second picking stage, and it will be first picked here by KNX. I like it. I like this team.
What?
I like this KNX
You like this team?
Yeah. I want a hard
So
carry
they
team.
actually got a legit draft now.
They do.
Valkyrie.
I also like that. I like both of these drafts. Good job, teams. Nobody pick a Drunken Master. Or a Luna, please.
Or a Raleigh.
Please. Or a Rally, please. Please, please, please.
I'm not sure about the Valkyrie pickup, but I mean, when you're running Valkyrie as a hard carry, it gets kind of difficult. I mean, we saw that yesterday with Reason. They did have some difficulty truly carrying with the Valkyrie when they were against a. What were they against again?
They were against
Something
REXXARS,
stupid.
and it was Swiftblade. Big Arlong playing a Swiftblade.
Yeah.
That just went sort of crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
so some
Valkyrie.
attention-
That's I'm not gonna blame that game on Valkyrie or on Priceless.
No, of course
because it was they were getting nothing out of Chipper and Wild Soul. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Valkyrie would have carried just fine if she had gotten like even a modicum of support. It was pretty much entirely her. Damn it! You had one job. You had one job, REXXARS.
One job, and you fucked it up. God damn
Jesus
it.
Christ. Alright, they picked Blood Hunter.
Well, YOLO Train interview time, yes. Because it is Blood Hunter on YOLO Train, it looks
Well,
like.
for now, I think I'm entirely sure Big Arlong is going to be pulling that hero. There's no way that YOLO Train, because YOLO Train's their suicide player, and Big Arlong is their carry player, and Big Arlong
You
plays
can
Blood
suicide Blood Hunter. You can suicide
Hunter. Yeah,
Blood
but
Hunter.
Big Arlong plays Blood Hunter.
Who doesn't play Blood Hunter? You literally have
players?
2 skills. What?
Good players?
So you're saying Certus is bad?
Yeah. Sorry, did that need to be said?
Oh.
Shots
Well
fired.
then.
By the way, do
I
you have
kind of
speakers
invited
on?
that one though.
I can hear
Huh?
myself.
You can hear yourself.
I can.
Okay, is this better?
A little bit. Nope, it's not. That's
Little
actually
bit.
worse. Nah, I'm still getting it.
Is that how are you still getting it? Then
don't
there
know.
must be something on your end because I muted my microphone, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna mute Skype.
Okay, now I didn't. Okay, now I don't have it, which is good.
What
but
about
now? Okay, all right. Now
Is
you're
this
fine.
fine?
Now you're fine.
I'm fine.
Now you're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
Fine.
Okay. Cool.
You're
Well,
fine. Sure.
last pick electrician.
All right.
What do you think about
I-
that?
I have no thoughts. It's gonna be nice against Bloodhunter and Parasite, purging that silence and Bubbles too. They have a lot of silence in this Legion team.
Let's
Yeah.
get it on.
And I mean, it's nice to have the Pharaoh mid instead of suicide because having a Pharaoh suicide is just so suffer and you just get wrecked.
I don't know.
Unless
I feel
it's a
like
1v1.
I'm okay with it, mostly because Pharaoh's one of those heroes that just doesn't need a lot of farm. If he gets levels, he's okay. And there are definitely opportunities for him to get counter kills, especially in 1v1, like you said. But as far as like straight up, I'm going to get nothing out of this lane suicide goes, Pharaoh's about as good as it gets. Like Pharaoh and like Bubbles is up there, but like if you put Suicide Magmus or Suicide Kraken, those are heroes that need farm. So getting the levels is nice, but you can't just have like a completely thrown lane and
Yeah.
Well, I
Well, I mean, like Pharaoh against most carries just equals a Pharaoh getting completely wrecked.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a melee carry. But even so, like... Okay, what are some melee carries that we see very, very often?
Dark Lady
TDL? I think Pharaoh actually stands a
and
chance there.
Oogie,
Stands a really good chance.
Gemini.
Oogie wouldn't really be, like, annoyed by Pharaoh
No.
very much. And neither would Gemini. Especially not Gemini.
Yeah.
Unless he screws up.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's more of a problem for supports, to be honest. Depending on
Yeah.
how like that. See what they just did in the top lane?
Yeah, the rocket.
Oh, that's
But
clever.
it's really good though. Like in case he warded the hard camp
Yeah.
for the Tempest.
Yeah, so
But
that
then
ward
again,
of Rev is going to give you some vision onto both sides, actually, so not bad.
YOLO Train is actually going to go into lane missing some mana. Let's see if that affects him in any way.
I kind of doubt it.
Well, I mean, what I'm thinking is if he had full mana, he could probably get 3 Shell Surfs off, but now he can only get 2 off.
He's going to lose this anyway,
Of course, but
so.
I mean, Shell Surfs to escape.
Yeah. I would imagine by the time he's really forced to use them, his mana would have essentially come back anyway, but I guess so. He's just going to get
I'm
destroyed by the Veracity.
confused. Why are they dual laning Torture Bloodhunter? And why did Torture level his stun?
I think the second one
Lots
is a
of
good
questions.
question. I mean, I don't know why they're doing Torture Bloodhunter in the sense that I don't know why they picked Bloodhunter, but like I'd rather have Torture here than in mid.
I don't know though. Like Torture can, like they can kill Pharaoh. If like,
I kind of doubt it, to be honest.
I mean, Torture is just a bad hero, to be honest.
He's not good. He's kind of okay. This is the one thing he is sort of good at, though, is zoning supports. But it only works if you take
zoning
Impalement.
supports. Yeah, exactly.
Or zoning suicides, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, Courier! No! No! Wow, that was really close to being bad.
Zibe, dude. Apparently he knows what he's doing.
I would say that was more on Famous on this tour. He should have had that angle. I'm kind of shocked he didn't see the Courier. Maybe he
I
did.
didn't see it.
I mean, just walking
I was
Courier
busy
went right
watching
up to
mid.
Electric. Anyway,
Electrician,
bottom lane, yeah, he's gonna
actually.
take some stun here. And Torture is level 2, so he has the Impalement, and it finally goes off. Gonna do a lot of damage to this Ellie
does
here, but
this a
probably,
kill?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Free Wave's gonna come in and eat some damage, so Ellie will be just fine. Force
wave
taking out
trolling. Ellie? Ellie?
What?
Elec? You
Yeah.
called the electrician Ellie?
Yeah.
It's like you're becoming really personal with the heroes. It's like, I know his actual name, it's Ellie.
What? I can't call him Ellie? You have a problem with this?
No.
Alright, I'm
Like,
done. That's
no.
it. Let's go.
That's lunch. God damn it.
So, yeah.
So,
Bubbles, top lane, getting destroyed. No huge surprise there. He's got 69 GPM and has been in range for maybe 1 creep kill. He's currently also being forced to take a health pot and a mana potion, both of which he had to buy. Bottom lane, actually, Electrician could be in some trouble. Parasite's trying to gank. They will finally see him. Leech goes through. He's sort of just kind of running down the lane here, and this is not the greatest plan from Zibe. He's going to eat the stun, and yeah, there's no way he's getting out of that one. Last auto attack, yep, it is there. Big Arlong actually gets the kill with the silent dot, so.
your computer loaded quite slowly because I saw that earlier.
Well,
Let me just slow down for a second to let your wooden computer catch up.
hey.
Hey.
I'm running HoN on full specs at all this highest quality stuff, and I'm running OBS, and I'm running like 3 different instances of image programs and Firefox, and so shut up.
Why didn't Magnus stun Pharaoh there? Why hasn't he used any mana at all?
Because Flicticit
Why
doesn't
is he? Why?
like
Why
mana.
isn't he leveling W?
Maybe he thinks he's raw.
So many questions. So many
Well,
questions.
okay, the Hellfire actually doesn't hit invis units, so that's a good point.
And Tempest stun doesn't hit invis units
Oh
either.
god. Electrician, bottom lane, Zibe, are you gonna survive? Yeah, you're probably fine. Well, there's a leech actually. They're gonna die just a little bit. Blood Sense is active. Mana Shield immediately gonna be destroyed, and Zibe is gonna fall one more time to Big Arlong. So this Suicide Electrician is not working out. And yeah, middle lane actually they do get the kill on Pharaoh with Magnus. So REXXARS off to a real good start here.
I mean, he used his mana
He did use his mana. Well done.
like twice.
And
if
he's
not
got
3
interruption
times.
now.
Yeah, so all he needs is a torture to roam to mid with 1 stun, and it's another dead Pharaoh, because Pharaoh does not actually have that much health if he hits every single pulse of Eruption. 660 damage, plus auto attacks, plus stun. That's enough damage to kill almost anyone at this level, at this time in the game. Unless Pharaoh was level 6, but he's not, so.
Yeah.
But the point remains, Pharaoh... I mean, Bloodhunter is obviously fine down here. Like, he can solo against Electrician
Yeah.
completely easily. So this would be the time where a Torture needs to roam to make sure to secure the really early PK, because they need to snowball with their team, otherwise they lose.
Yeah, they really don't have as much late game as the Hellborn do with the Tempest and the Valkyrie interaction. And they need to get something on Bubbles. Most importantly,
Yeah.
levels. Like this cannot, you can't have a level 1 Bubbles for this long.
You can't stand at the tower.
Yeah.
That's just, no. Like,
Come on,
he
Yellow
has
Train.
20 XPM. He has 20 XPM. Like, if you can't do anything in your suicide lane, do what Electrician's doing. Like, he's farming fucking neutral creeps. Okay, Electrician is, of course, a bit better at it than Bubbles. But, yeah, you know what I mean. You know
Right.
what I mean.
I mean, Electrician's died 2 times, but he's level 4 and he's actually going to be helpful in this gank in middle lane. Tempest Hole actually is going to be there, but they're going to cancel it.
Oh.
Magnus gets the stun out and the haste rune. He will be just fine. So 4 heroes
Good
and a
roll.
Tempest Hole and a Wrath of the Pharaoh are committed for no kill.
This would be a time for them to just go in now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Like, why isn't Bubbles even there, though? Like, Bubbles is doing nothing in the suicide lane. Oh, look, he just got another creep denied. He literally got 1 XPM from that creep kill.
Well, it's more than what he had before.
That's true.
Just
But
saying.
when comparing nothing with almost nothing,
Yeah, it's not exactly great.
it's still a load
Pharaoh
of bullshit.
gonna pick up a rune in the bottom lane. Magma's gonna stun in here as well. There's this Pharaoh Minotaur stun actually available. He's gonna have to pop the mummy walls. We'll see if Kara can actually get out of this, gets the Hellfire out, and pops the illusion rune, but I suspect he's gonna die. Magma's with the stun to finish him off, and REXXARS 4-0 hero kill advantage.
Not something I expected.
No.
I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to, and really good roam from the Torture to middle, with
Right.
the Tempest Hole getting with it cancelled.
But I mean, literally the only concern I have is Bubbles. This is basically a 4v5. He's gonna stack
Yeah,
ancients,
like-
so I guess that's useful. But
Why isn't he in those fights? Like,
Yeah.
he could be level 3 right now. It's a huge difference, you know?
right. And I mean, Magnus is already off to a really good start. Between the two of them, a little bit of extra damage from Torture, to be honest, and you could pretty much kill anybody on this Hellborn side, especially considering Eruption is available. And if you had Silence, even for just like half a second, it'd be really helpful. So that would pretty much guarantee.
Yeah, because
the,
you'd probably get the ulti off.
Right.
I don't know.
So
But I mean, I'm not exactly sure how Pharaoh should do against the Magnus. It does seem kind of shitty, like a shitty lane for Pharaoh.
yeah,
But at the same time, I think he could do better than what he did. I mean, he got killed in a position he really shouldn't have been killed at. I mean, Magnus literally attacked some creeps for the Volcanic Touch, stunned him once, and then stunned him again, and it was a kill. And there's the Yellow Train with the
being yellow.
level 2.
Dude, he's level 2. Can they handle
Level
this?
2.
They're already down 4-0 when he was level
And he
1.
took take cover, so he still doesn't have the silence.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun. At this point, I would just max silence. Go level, like, go 1-3-1-1, of course.
Yeah. And Torture. is
It's
out
the best
leveling.
build, because you need the silence. Like, it can mean the difference of a kill but for Valkyrie, or not, you know?
Yeah.
It,
I mean-
3 seconds of silence is a long time.
To be fair, like with anybody, that could be the difference because they have a lot of tank here, and if they can get their spells off, especially if you're gonna bring in Magnus to the
Yeah.
equation, then they could be able to get away. A lot of stuns as well. Oh my god, this ward is gonna spot 2 invis heroes. Magnus not gonna go for it. They want to instead just leave Torture to die right there. I feel like they could have set up on that extremely well. But,
Yeah, especially with the bubbles level 2 nearby, like,
Yeah.
wow. But now the Ancients are going to be taken.
So that's a really good catch from the Hellborn side. And was that
Like,
an
they
Ion
should
stone?
have manned up.
How are they both invis? I don't think that was Veiled Rot, so
What? Yeah.
I don't see an Ion Stone. I don't know how that happened. Oh, Valkyrie has an ultimate. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, we're not bad at anything,
Nope.
right?
I noticed
Logic
things.
stuff. But that could have been wait, the eruption was used.
Apparently, I missed that entirely, but apparently it was.
Okay, so what I'm thinking, what I was thinking was, He could have stunned in. Torture stunned both of them because he actually just used his stun on the Ancients when that happened, and it would have been a double tap with
Yeah.
his ultimate. And although it's a 4-1 hero lead for the Legion side, and they actually took out a tower, the Hellborn side is just farming a lot better than them, because Electrician actually managed to get level 6 when Bubbles is level 3. And now,
take a top
Hellborn
tower
is
as well.
actually ahead.
Yeah.
And they have the exact same tower kills, but 3 hero deficit, 3 hero kill deficit. They
And-
should not be ahead.
I mean, the other thing that's concerning me actually is starting out Probusk was pretty much the mentality. Dawn got 3rd place, and then they went to Gold Division because people were like, alright, if we address Probusk, then Dawn has serious problems winning games. And I think this new iteration is a lot less reliant on him, but you still don't want to just let him farm. And Bubbles literally just, let him farm. There was nothing that happened. Probusk is level 9. He's got 410 GPM. Arlong is ahead of him only because he has a couple of creep kills, so they're keeping up in that sense, but, you can't just let Probusk get free farm. It's not going to work. Okay, bottom lane, Hemorrh's going to go through onto Zibe. He's going to also eat the face hug right here, and there's no way he's getting out of that one, so Electrician's going to take his 3rd death of the game. And if he and Pharaoh would stop feeding, it'd be great.
Yeah, Zibe at least has 170 GPM. This is the trade-off. This is the important trade-off. Either you get some farm on the Electrician, but die a couple times, or you get nothing,
Right.
but you also die 0 times. So this is the trade-off they're going for, and he is going to max the Shell Surf for whatever reason. I don't understand. I don't like it.
I don't know, maybe he just wants the initial damage. Does it?
Yeah, I mean, the cooldown is shorter on the Q,
No, it's not.
but...
I don't think so, is it? That's what I was just about to check.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't say so. It says cooldown 15 seconds.
And Song of the Sea is 20.
Oh, I thought you said the cooldown was shortened.
No.
Alright. That's what I was wondering. Like, does it-
Yeah, okay.
making sure.
Okay, the cooldown of the Q is shorter than that of the W,
Yes.
so
Yes.
technically, if you have the mana and the positioning and the skill, you could get more Qs off for more damage. But I don't think you're going to survive through a team fight, Bubbles.
Right.
So, unless you get a silence. A silence could actually save him.
Right. And at this point, he's going to be more valuable with the silence than he will with the damage, because his other teammates are going to be able to provide more damage than he will by maxing the Q, if the other team is silenced for longer.
Anyways, Plicticid is closing in on his PK. He's 100 gold away. Nice to see. Such an early PK. Unless he doesn't get it, and then I'll be super confused, but
My guess is he's going to get it. Just
Man,
spitballing here.
I wouldn't even go for this rune. Okay, he just sold his shield. Which I actually don't like. I would rather he sell his hatchet. His shield can still do stuff at this point in the game.
Yeah, well, anyway, bottom lane, Zippy's going to get jumped once again, and that's going to be a counter here as they realize that was happening. Tempest Hole will catch both of those heroes, so what a bait. The Eruption, though, is going to get 1 kill. Balboa still does fall. Double damage rune on Magnus, trying to get away here. He has Steam Bath. He's going to have to use it, if he wants to get out of this. And the Mummy Walls are there. He's just going to turn this into a Lava Surge and leave.
He
so
could have
will be
killed
just fine.
Tempest.
Tempest
YOLO
has
Train.
Astrolabe.
He used it already, though.
Then,
On the initial burst.
well, he had
And he
500
had a DP.
health. I don't think he was going to kill Tempest there.
Bubbles was there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Bubbles was he wasn't exactly close by, but with the stun from Magnus, he could have gone in without missing the Shell Surf, of course.
It's a little risky, but yeah, I guess that could work.
They had used all their spells, and Rhapsody's Q now has a cooldown of 15 seconds, so that doesn't matter for shit anymore. And then there's Hellfire, which was also on cooldown, so I thought they were perfectly capable of getting a kill, maybe even 2, had they been more manly. But maybe you shouldn't listen to me, because I'm always very manly.
Yes, you are.
Yesterday in the RMR game when I dove a couple times with Pyro into the base.
Just wanted to get that
It worked
kills.
out. I got a Kraken. I got a Kraken the first time I did in the first game.
Kills.
And then Kraken had to buy back, but...
Yeah, there was that game where you guys were like, let's dive a tier 3 tower. Yay!
Okay, well, I got kind of mad at that point, so... Because people were insisting that that was the right play to make, but I was like, how is that ever in any way the right play to make. But, you know.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, Torture in the middle lane, gonna get caught out, getting eaten arrow after the grip, and that's a pretty easy kill. So Valkyrie Prism helping to set that up. And now Hellborn side are going to...
KS.
Not bad, yeah. Hellborn side are going to push in this tier 1 tower in the middle lane. Try to get themselves some map control. Invis on the Wild Hunter Parasite chasing down this Electrician. But he has no team support except for the Magnus. Eruption available in 10 seconds, but it's not going to be enough time for them to get out of the opposing team killing this tower. In fact, they're going to go for the 2-man Lava Surge Arrow, actually Grip in the background, and Arrow on the Parasite. We'll see if they can kill anything. Yeah, Rhapsody the first one to fall. Kelfield on a number of heroes, but 2 heroes down the Legion side. There's Wrath of Pharaoh. That's going to finish off Arlong on the Blood Hunter. Magnus is still alive and has full mana. They actually did kill Probusk somehow. Oh, it's the Hemorrhage,
Because he got ulted.
And he didn't move?
He
That's
got
weird.
ulted, and he moved.
Anyway. Probusk's number 1
He could have
player.
ulted there. But PK,
Yeah.
bro. Never mind. Go back in. I want you to go back in.
I do too.
Okay, are you going to
Get
do
him.
it? 2 seconds.
Get
Go
him.
get him, bro. Get him. Ulti?
He's not gonna
Maybe?
get him. He's gonna wait for the rune.
He's going for the rune.
Alright.
Hmm.
It's a refreshment rune. You got this. You got this. Ah! He wants it. Can't find it. Pharaoh. Too good. Anyway, another good fight there for the Hellborn team as they take out 3 heroes on the Legion side. They lose 2 of their own, but they also get a tower kill. Probusk taking his first death of the game, but Pharaoh's recovered pretty heavily, actually.
For no reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
by the way.
That's true. Maybe you didn't realize he was ulti.
Yeah,
Guy
but at
comes
that
from
moment, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
He might have been afraid of the Magnus, but to be honest, this Magnus really isn't the most manly of men.
Yeah. He has level 2 ultimate now. Go hit somebody. God damn it.
Go. Like, you know when you see a Deadwood with an ultimate, all you want to do is, like, punch someone with that
Right.
ultimate. You know, you just want to go punch someone. And if you don't do it, it's like, well, now I'm wasting a skill. Because you're supposed to use skills. It's the logic also that you, with a Tempest, solo ulti anyone early on in the game.
Sure.
Just to get the kill. When you have the skill off cooldown, just
It's
use
not
it.
doing anything for you. Yeah. Well, perhaps going to get some free farm top while Hellborn farm their Ancients. And Legion side's been slowed down pretty substantially here. They're at a pretty good golden experience deficit all of a sudden, as the Hellborn's team fight has proven to be superior. Legion's still up 2 kills, but the resources are more important. Ancients will be
Why is
taken.
Magnus getting these Ancients?
I don't know. Because Bubbles has red boots, alright? Look, what is he going to do with more farm?
I don't
He's
know.
got red boots.
Use his level 1 silence, I guess.
Yeah.
I told you this was not the right move to make.
And to be
well-
fair, like, Bloodhunter's not exactly a great Ancients killer.
No, of
Like,
course,
he
but
takes
with Magnus's
forever.
help, he is a great Ancients killer.
Or Torture.
Or just give the farm to Torture. Like,
he could be useful.
even if it's... Like, Torture doesn't have boots, man. Parasite doesn't even have Puzzle Box. Okay, he could buy it right now, but it's still too late. And he's actually going to get a Shrunken on the Magnus, which...
We got Valkyrie Prism going off everywhere. Tempest Hole going to be able to lock Sun down. Bubbles in the top lane. Meanwhile, same thing happening at the bottom as Rocky Balboa gets picked off. The Legion response to this top gank is pretty substantial. Magnus has the portal key available, getting canceled by the Tempest minions, but it's going to be back up in a second. Hemorrhage is going to catch Tempest. He's just running away, trying to survive this. It's not going to happen, and they see Valkyrie, I think. Yeah, looking for the stun. They will find it. She does have a leap, and she'll be able to get
Silence
it off.
in 2?
Silence, yeah, goes through, but it's not going to matter. They don't want to chase Probusk on her tower, so they get 1 counter kill on the top, but that was a pretty solid Valkyrie Prism, actually. It gets some kills in 2 different lanes at the same
And they
time.
they had such a big response that they're not going to be able to stop the bottom push now.
Right, so that'll be a free tier 1. Legion trying to counter this with a tier 1 tower kill of their own in the top lane.
The Hellborn have overrun a Legion
With
With
One
Max
bot.
Impalement, it should fall quickly, but I
They're
mean,
not
it might
going
already
for
be
it.
too late. Unless they are.
I mean, Torture's kind of low. He's got 150 health, so I get why he doesn't want to stick around, but they're also not going for this, really. So they will back off. Hellborn getting a really solid
Rocky
engagement there.
Balboa might be in some trouble.
Well, gonna pop this
And
puzzle box.
Purge! Purge it,
Yeah.
Zibe!
There it is.
Just null it.
Boom.
Yeah, okay. Easy.
Up top lane, they have a massive response here. Portkey away from Magnus. He will be just fine with the Wrath of Pharaoh. Catches Blood Hunter. He's not getting out of this one. As the Pharaoh puts down his barbed armor, grips there as well, and 5 heroes from the Hellborn team are like, yeah, you're dead. Also being able to
I
pad
think
his tower.
that's actually the correct response now, though, because Blood Hunter is the carry. You know, if you
Yeah.
respond that hard, like with that magnitude for a carry, it's really good. But if you respond for like that for a Tempest, I don't know. You know,
Especially after
It's
he's
not
already used his
the best.
ultimate.
Yeah.
He's like, alright, I'm dead. Well, that's just more time for my ulti to cool down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here, you know, spawn in the well, and then I don't know,
fine.
have a cup of tea.
Legion will take a
Anyways,
2-2
bottom.
bot, yeah.
Overrun a Hellborn
Yeah.
FOB.
That wasn't deny range, I think, so for some reason the Hellborn letting that to live for a little bit too long. I'm not a fan of that whole baiting tower idea.
No, me neither. Like, unless it's... You kind of want to keep your tier 3 towers alive.
Yes, I don't deny those, but everything else I'm just like, you're gonna forget about it, the other team's gonna snipe it, and then you're gonna lose the goal. Just deny the damn thing.
Yeah, I like to deny... Well, I like to get the everything into deny range, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, when you see that they're pushing mid hard and then they have a cannon left or whatever, let that cannon hit the goddamn tower until it's in deny range, if it's close, at least. Otherwise, don't let it do it, of course, because map control, blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit. But, yeah, like, there's no reason to let it stay alive other than map control, but what's the tower with 160 health going to do
Yeah.
for
it's
you, map
gonna
control-wise?
die away too quickly for it to be valuable. And the gold bounty is more important than the map control at that point, because the risk is not worth it. Anyway, I feel like Hellborn should be taking Congo relatively soon. They got a Pharaoh, they have a Rhapsody, and the Valkyrie arrows, so Congo should be relatively easy for them. And they apparently don't want to do it. The Legion side does have a lot of jump potential, but they have no vision around the pit right now, so the opportunity is definitely there for them.
It just kind of feels like the Hellborn is just doing what they want to.
Yeah.
I mean, there is pressure from the Legion side, but when they go in for a kill, they usually either get the kill or defend the tower successfully. Like right now, Pharaoh is just pumping out those rockets to make sure that they can push. I mean, they can't push on the Legion side without it taking a lot more than it should. And Pharaoh can do this comfortably while farming bottom lane.
And speaking of that push, Legion's going to come through onto this tier 1 in mid. It's already pretty low, and it looks like there will be a defense set up here. 2 heroes coming in, as well as a port. 2 ports, in fact. They're not going to connect. And that should be the end of that. No, Magnus wants in on this Electrician, but they're going to get the one-man Kelfield. Rhapsody ultimate going to save him, and Zippe would be fine. Facelog will finally cancel it, but Electrician getting out of there with the Valkyrie Prism. Dust of Revelation goes off once again with the arrow right in the face. Zippe finally falls, and Rocky Balboa, after the arrow dies, there goes Yolo Train on the bubbles as well. Hellfire doing a lot to slow down these heroes. Torture's definitely going to die. Oh god, really? Get the rocket.
Nope.
Wow, unbelievable that he survives that.
Okay, rocket in 5
yeah,
seconds.
They got the
check it
rocket,
out.
and Torture is like, I'm going a weird direction so that you can't find me and kill me. Huh? No rocket?
No rocket? No rocket?
Come on, Labyrinth, just throw the rocket. How the hell did Famous survive this? Complete misplay. One more auto attack. They thought they had the kill, I guess, and they were just like, alright. Anyway, rocket does go out. It already landed somewhere. I didn't catch him.
Yeah, I was kind of confused why it landed there, but it's for vision so that they don't get
Yeah.
countered while trying to get to the Kong.
And they are going to get spotted
But
here.
it's-
Magnus Ultimate's still available, by the way.
And he says he's shrunken. Like, I don't know about it, man. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
weird. I'd rather get
It's
a
not
sheep.
as if, I mean, all of Hellborn's damage is magic damage right now.
Right.
I feel like maybe some damage from auto attacks, but really with a Magnus, that some damage from auto attacks can usually be enough. Because he's not very tanky.
Right. I mean, he's got 1,200 health right now, and no armor. So,
Yeah.
once that wears off, Wrath of Pharaoh's not going to connect, and they will
Well,
actually get the grip off right there. He's just kind of standing, and he will eat the arrow with the shrunken head. Tempest's going to be locked down a little bit here, looking for the ultimate. Is he going to find it? Eruption going through, and yeah, the Tempest hole is there, going to cancel the Eruption. It's a 5-man hole. The entire REXXARS team gets caught in it and killed. And that's
God
just
hole?
awful. did they not have vision of Tempest? So they were just like, I don't know where he went, and then he was like, all right, I got a Valkyrie Prism on me, so that must have been. I don't think they dusted. They didn't have any true sight there. Yeah.
It seemed like they knew though, but like I don't know how Labyrinth is missing this many ultis on Pharaoh. It's super confusing to me, but well.
Yeah. Ugh, that's painful.
Bad games happen.
So REXXARS all of a sudden in a real bad position as they're down 11,000 gold and 19k experience. So this game started out very well for them, and then all of a sudden things progressed in a very unfavorable direction.
Yeah, and well done with the Shorkan, right? Plictisit. I mean, you got a great ulti off.
Yeah, well.
No, you didn't.
No, he didn't.
Didn't happen.
He didn't. I know. I'm well aware. More important than that, I think, Parasite unable to get his puzzle box off in that fight. And, I mean, against this Valkyrie Prism, that's pretty important.
Yeah. They do have the vision from Bloodhunter, but it's just not that much. Also, would you max your silence here as Bloodhunter?
I want to say no. I don't like that spell, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, who are you gonna give it to? Like, Valkyrie would love to have.
Well,
that.
if you silence
Zibe?
Electrician,
Yeah.
like if you silence an Electrician, he can't purge anyone else. He can't do anything because he's silenced for a whole 9 seconds. Like 9 seconds is a ridiculous amount of time.
Him or Tempest or Pharaoh could all be pretty solid targets. Obviously, you don't want to hit the Valkyrie, but.
Or the Tempest, to be honest.
I mean, I think if you silence the Tempest, it's fine.
Well, I mean, he has a Shorkan.
Okay, that's true. So you can just purge off the silence.
Yeah. Also, Pharaoh still kind of uses all his spells before, but, you know, Electrician constantly needs to spam his skills. Right. Otherwise, he just dies, because his tankiness comes from the fact that he has that electric shield.
And get found by Rhapsody. He will PK away. Rhapsody without the reaction time to get the staccato off.
He just wanted to ward, man. He was like, la-ti-da, gonna get a ward off, and then Magma's just hiding for whatever reason.
Just looking for the eruption, man.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the other thing is you want to silence Ellie so that he can't purge his teammates and remove the silence from them.
I did just notice.
There's a kelp field on it too. Bubbles in there, yeah, but for some reason there's the eruption going onto a bunch of shrunken-headed targets. They will in the background be able to catch Torture as well as Rhapsody, so both supports down right now. And Grip gonna go on to Bubbles in the background. He's gonna die as well. Arlong all of a sudden in a really bad position. Leap forward from Valkyrie. That's gonna help finish off that. Bagmas trying to get out of this. Hits the Lava Surge onto just one hero. Gets purged out. And Bubbles and Parasite actually never died, so he managed to get out of there. But Bubbles with the buyback. Trying to come back in here. Gets purged by the Nullfire Blade. So speaking of purges, they have multiple ways to get rid of those Parasite minions, this Bloodhunter Silence. And they're calling GG's again. And actually that's gonna be the game. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't feel completely over, but
nope.
I'm guessing that there were some disagreements, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say probably some morale issues. I mean, they started that game really well, and then it was like, nah.
It's like, let's throw it away.
Well, that's what happens when you pick Bloodhunter, folks. Just don't do it, please. It's a bad idea, and we can see. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I say that a lot. I don't like Bloodhunter, but if you put a lot of other carries with that much farm and that nice a start early on, they're going to do much more than what BH did. Because, like, BH was ahead of Valkyrie for most of that game, a lot of that game.
And Valkyrie's not even that great of a carry at this point in the game. Like, I mean, he's good for ganking and using his ultimate, but other than that, Bloodhunter should actually have the edge on him. So, I feel, at least. Yeah. Bloodhunter should be able to do more in a team fight than a Valkyrie had his team actually been capable of doing more as well. Right. I think that's really important to understand as well, though. Like, it's not entirely Bloodhunter's fault, but at the same time, it didn't help either. You know, that Bloodhunter was picked.
Right. And, I mean, he should have been so powerful. I mean, that's the mid-game. That should be when Bloodhunter is, like, peaking. He was level 14. A couple more levels, he would have been able to hit 16, get that level 3 ultimate. But, yeah, just didn't seem like he had that much of an impact. And then, obviously, the Suicide Bubbles, just absolutely nothing to do. Parasite, even 235 GPM. had some trouble farming 0, 5, and 7. When parasites don't get kills, they don't win games. That's been my experience.
When parasites do that, I get this pain deep in my heart and soul that makes me want to tear it out of my chest cavity, but that's fine.
The parasite? You want to tear the parasite out of your chest cavity?
No,
Get it?
no,
Get it?
my heart. But yeah,
Get it,
the parasite.
Shorkan?
Okay, I get it. I
Get
get
it?
it. You're being witty.
All right.
Please stop
fine.
it.
Alright, well, that'll do it for Game 1. Fresh taking the first in this loser bracket round 1 match. That is of note, obviously, because the team that loses this series will be dropping back down to Gold Division for Cycle 8. So this is pretty significant in terms of wins and losses right now. You do not want to go back to Gold if you can help it. So we'll see if REXXARS can avoid relegation, at least for the time being, and force a third and final game, or if Mint will secure their place in Diamond for Cycle 8. Either way, we'll be back in just a second with Game 2 of this series.